It's Sunday, the 27th of July. We're live at the Museum of Comedy. Please welcome to the stage, Alexei! Oh. That was Alexei Sale.
Fucking making me come here. Fuck's sake.
What?
And you.
What?
All of you.
Why are you so upset?
I don't know, I just don't want to be here.
You were napping, weren't you, backstage?
Yeah.
You're so far away from me.
I know, well, it's because we've got a special... Well, guest, do you want me to move closer?
No. Not at all. It's just strange feeling it. What's wrong, Alexei? Is it just the world in general?
I was taking the mood that I have, and then I was enhancing it for comic effect. I thought you'd know that by now, you fucking idiot.
Oh, yeah. And I thought maybe I'd tee you up for a conversation, something to talk about if I ask you what's the matter.
That's what you do. You take what you feel, a grain, and then you exaggerate it for comic effect. That's what I fucking do.
Okay.
You fucking nuisance.
Let me write this down. I'll write this down. Exaggerate.
It's funny, last week there was 4 people, there was empty seats there. And I actually did crowd work, which I hate, to the empty seats. But I think that's a really good thing. So I was like, are you two a couple? And where'd you work and stuff like that. And it went really well, didn't it?
It was really funny.
Yeah.
It's less funny when you do it next week and people sat there.
About it. Yeah. It's not funny at all.
It was an interesting week last week with you. We got to do some extracurricular activities, did we not, Alexei?
What did we do?
We did some filming with Ty Hickey, previous guest.
Yeah.
And Nicole Jenez, both of them very active on Instagram, pro-Palestine voices.
Yeah.
And they've been writing a cool sketch show, and they invited Alexei and myself to take part.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that shit.
Yeah.
And then you went and banged some pots outside Parliament.
I thought you when you said went and banged, I don't know I wondered where you were going with that.
Well, we know you're a freak, Alexei, but we're not going to talk about that.
I went and banged some pots outside. It was very well. No, before that, I went to I also went to the launch of Camden People's Alliance on Sunday, and that will be the Camden branch of the new party when it finally comes together. So and it was I was prepared to. I was very much in the same mood as I was just when I came on stage, but I was prepared. But in fact, I was enthused. I was excited.
Good.
I was like, I think it's all going to work.
The placeholder name for the party is just your party.
Yeah.
And Jeremy is openly seeking suggestions for other names. And I was wondering, did you have any ideas? Like, me and B were discussing it at home, and we were like, the Together Party. Yeah, the People's Party. Have you got any cool, better ideas? Should it be edgy, or should it be wholesome and welcoming, or what?
I don't really know. It's not really my forte. He keeps appearing in front of me though, Jeremy. That's a weird thing. A few weeks ago I was having a coffee in the park with some friends, and my friend went to get a coffee, and I was looking at my phone. And when I looked up, I said, have you got your coffee? And when I looked up, Jeremy was sitting there. It is, when you think of him, he appears. He's like Saladin or King Arthur. When you most need him, he's there. Because again, I was there on Friday outside, banging me pot, and then I looked up, and there he was, smiling at me. Oh. Yeah, he will come. He will. Yeah, he call his name, and he will.
And here he is! Yeah. Oh my God!
No, he would be if you wanted.
I know.
He will be. You could give him a ring. He'd come. He'd be really late, but he would. Somebody said the most often used phrase on the left is "Jeremy is on his way."
That's quite funny.
Yeah. So anyway, it was genuinely very exciting, very moving, amazing mix of people, young and old. You know, this and you know, it's all that skill. Really, I was talking with Linda before about this. There was all that skill of those people in the Labour Party who were just being used by the right wing to get their fucking vile candidates in. That now all those activists, all those people are freed to just, you know, be activists in what is a truly great cause, you know. And I can't, you know, I'm very optimistic. I'm very optimistic.
Which is a hard thing to be at this
but
time and
it's obviously
place.
the only thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I think, you know, I hope it's going to work. Really.
And I was very pleased to see that, you know, although Palestine is at the forefront of everyone's minds, and it is, in terms of humanity, the most important thing happening right now, but the party is, according to your reports from that Sunday, they are focused on local issues.
Yeah,
you know, and
no housing and
making our lives better in a way that people don't have to then fall to reform.
And what's very well, two things that were really impressive. One, the chairwoman kept everybody really short. I mean, and nobody spoke for more than 5 minutes, and the people who spoke from the floor spoke for less than a minute usually, and that was unheard of really on a left wing kind of meeting.
Yeah,
and you know, there's also an awareness that it can't be, you know, you can't formulate a party. You can't. There are some people, I think, within the kind of Jeremy, you know, that want to just replicate the Labour Party. But I think the vast majority of people understand that it's got to be a different sort of party. That it's got to be from the ground up. The democracy has got to come from the people. Really, it can't be just another kind of bureaucratic top-down organisation like the Labour Party was. Really, and so. And there's a real awareness of that. And so I think that's tremendously exciting, because I think that, you know, you can't, that kind of politics has failed, really, the conventional kind of.
So hurry up, but do it right. So take your time.
So anyway, I'm optimistic. Okay. I'm relatively optimistic.
Well, reason to be cheerful. Let's add another one to the mix, shall we? Shall we bring out our special guest? What do you think?
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, I was just going to say, because of course I want the defence brief in Jeremy's first government, because I'm obsessed with cars and tanks and guns and stuff like that, and so I don't want the art. You can fuck off with your arts, fucking Minister for the fucking arts. I don't fucking want that. I want the fucking defence.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about, and you've studied it. Like,
yeah, I have.
Not just the gear, but
all the books in my lavatory. Lavatories, I have several, I have to say. So, without bragging too much, I have a number of lavatories. And in all of them, all the books are about military equipment. So, So that's the brief I want, Jeremy, in the first Corbyn government, Corbyn Sultana.
I'd second that,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
20 grand for a car, Speaking of toilets, that's all. Right, okay, let's bring out our special guests. Who wants to introduce her, you or me?
So, I'll do it. Well, no, you do it, really. We cannot bother. I think it's going well. I know she came here to just help us out, but, you know, it's...
Find people in the audience and listening at home. Who's heard of the young ones, huh? Well, all the way back then till today, her and Alexei have been close friends, but she's the writer of the young ones and good friend of the show, Lise motherfucking Mayer! Bring her out, please! Come on! Here she is. Get your own song, Lisa, as well. Alexei's standing on the tablecloth.
The first time we met was in the dressing room at the Comedy Store in 1979. And I was reading a book called David Mayer is a Mother, which was about a man who got pregnant. And you said, that's my dad's name. And I can still remember that. But also because you smoked then, you always had a full pack of 20 Rothmans. And I catch one off you because that's what I did.
In those days, you always had to offer your packet of cigarettes
It's
around.
weird, isn't
Nobody
it?
does that now.
No, you'd offer to give other people lung cancer, not just you.
You were very scary then.
I was.
As
opposed to now, when I'm a pushy cat.
Well, now you're my little brother. Aren't you?
Yeah, a little kung fu brother. We'd meet. Go on, you tell him.
Well, I really am doing all the work today, aren't I?
Yeah, I fucked with this.
The kung fu stuff or the scary.
Whichever you want. Just tell them about the kung fu stuff. They want to know.
We now do kung fu together, Tiger Crane Kung Fu, and Swan Young.
Yeah.
And I'm Alexei Senior, so
sure,
he has to bow to me.
You're my older sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he bow to you?
If I'm teaching the class.
If you're teaching,
the class, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
So we may fight later.
Were you there when Alexei got beaten up by the 80-year-old?
He wasn't. No. He was younger than me. He's 58. He was. You don't fucking exaggerate.
I thought you were going to say the 18-year-old girl.
When was I beaten up by an 18-year-old girl?
Ella.
Which Ella?
With glasses.
When did she beat me up?
Well, you did push hands with her.
I beat her.
Oh, okay. You beat up an 18-year-old.
I beat up an 18-year-old. Yeah.
That's a good story.
Small 18-year-old. I fucking beat her up, yeah.
Jesus.
No, but when we did push hands with Gareth and he dragged me out the ring.
True.
Yeah.
He is probably younger than you.
He's 58. Yeah, what's that? I'm 70. I'm nearly 73. So what's that? I'm not good at maths. That's 15. Is he 15 years younger than me?
That works out.
The fact that he's been seriously ill is neither here nor there.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, he was really, really ill.
Is this making any sense to you? This conversation.
No.
Is it interesting?
What about angry Alexei in the late 70s? Do you want to tell us about him?
It wasn't the anger. It was that.
Scary Alexei, sorry, yeah.
There were, at the comic strip, there were two tiny dressing rooms. One was the band, and then later when Dawn and Jennifer came, they were in with the band. And the other one was everybody else. And there was one tiny sink in the corner, which was the only sink. Also, when I say everyone else, for some reason, everyone brought their partners to work with them.
Did they?
Yeah, well, otherwise, why would I have been there?
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, we were all just
hanging out there. That's really cool.
But you used to arrive, and then you would put the plug in the sink, go and get some ice from the Raymond's Review bar, put ice in the sink, and then put your bottle of wine in there, and no one else was allowed to use the sink.
It was 6 cans of Sainsbury's lager. It was. Yeah.
And no one dared challenge you.
Nobody was. Yeah. I didn't know I was doing it really. I did know I was doing it, but I didn't realise I was upsetting anybody.
When you took the plate of the person opposite you who had a bigger portion, you didn't know you were
when
doing
they came to dinner, yes, that was. This couple came to dinner once, and his chop was clearly bigger than mine, and so I said to him, "I'm sorry, but I think you've got my portion."
And it didn't occur to you, did it? It was just like there's obviously a mistake.
I get the biggest chop. That's dinner party.
You bastard.
Yeah.
So you didn't realise that you had an intimidating presence, Alexei? Did you?
Not really, no. I knew I had an intimidating presence on stage.
Yeah, you cultivated.
I toned it down backstage.
I think we bonded when we went to hospital together in.
Did you take me? I took
somewhere.
You.
No.
Oh, we took the guy. What was he called?
You want to talk into that mic, Lisa, for me?
Sorry, you fell off the stage in.
No, did I? I thought it was the guy that was the promoter. See, it's like there is an old actors' home called Denby Hall, where actors go to die, and you're witnessing a scene from.
We need.
Now surely he was playing Laertes.
We need a comedian's version.
And it was in Bristol at the Albert, and
Well, for years, I think I was your memory, because you said you couldn't remember anything before the age of 15 anyway, and then I was always one of the more sober people around.
That's true, yeah.
But now
you forget.
It's just suddenly gone.
Yeah.
So, no, we were on the comic strip tour. You fell off the stage, and I had tonsillitis, and we both got taken to hospital together.
That's right.
Fucking hell.
And the guy was the promoter. It was the old Jesmond Dean
That's
cinema,
right.
which is gone now. The promoter was a guy called Andy Inman, who used to wear like an overcoat tied up with string, wasn't it? But I always used to love just saying, "Is Andy Inman?" It used to really please me. Hi, is Andy Inman? Yeah, yeah.
So this is all pre-Young Ones stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
And so, what was the? How did
we were
A lead
also,
to Z?
We toured Australia.
Well, first of all,
when we were writing the Young Ones.
You were going out with Rick Mayer you came to the comedy store.
I met Rick and Aid and everyone because they were my dad's students when I was at school.
David Mayer.
Ah. Oh yeah. What was your work before you met Rick? And were you always a comedy writer?
My work was I was a student.
Oh right,
a schoolgirl.
Oh right, okay. Your career.
I met him when I was a schoolgirl.
No way.
Then
And was he also a schoolboy?
He was.
Yes, he was.
He was in his first year at university, and I was in my last year at school.
Right. That's how it worked back then, guys. Couldn't get away with that.
And then he was scared to talk to me in case my dad found out.
And your dad was his teacher?
Yeah.
Of acting?
No, of drama. It was an academic course.
Not acting, drama.
He's a theatre historian.
So touring with Comic Strip together, Australia as well. What have you got?
Yeah. So we were in Australia when the Falkland War broke out.
Yeah.
And
so it couldn't have been our fault. The Malvinas. Yeah. Well, we were in the comics. We were at the Comic Strip for a year. We were in Comedy Store, which was in a strip club, and then Peter Richardson moved it to the Comic Strip, and we were there for about a year. And then
which
we went
was in
on
Raymond's
tour.
Review Bar.
Raymond's Review Bar, yes. And then we went on tour, which I think that was where we bonded, really, wasn't it? I think that was where, well, that's what you said. But that's where it kind of turned into a family, didn't it, really?
Very much.
Me and you and Rick and Aid and Dawn and Jennifer and...
We briefly formed a company together and then never did anything. But
Sunken Fence.
Yeah, we did think of a name. So you're wrong that thinking of names isn't your forte.
Well, it wasn't my Sunken Fence because a sunken fence is a ha-ha. And we had one meeting with Rick. He thought it was an elaborate scheme to rob him of all his money, didn't he? He said that's why. So we never went. Yeah, but we're not the sort of people who I mean, all those Cambridge and Oxbridge boys formed all those production companies, didn't they? Like Talkback and Hat Trick and stuff like that. We never did that, really. We never had
that's why they've all got huge houses.
We're doing fucking podcasts on a Sunday night.
God, you really don't want to be here. It's kind of amusing to me how little you want to be here right now.
I was actually. This is a story I've been meaning to tell for ages. There was a thing on the radio about people quitting their jobs, whistleblowers, senior civil servants and stuff, quitting their jobs, out of ethical considerations. Which obviously people, particularly with Gaza and stuff, people can't go along with. So they were saying. So they had the senior civil servant. They were interviewing him on the phone. And they said, he talked about his ethical dilemma and how he could no longer go with Gaza, and so he quit from this senior position in the Foreign Office. And then they said, and what are you doing now? He said, well, I'm sorry it's a bit noisy, but I'm busking in the town centre. And he was actually fucking a senior civil servant busking in the fucking centre of St. Albans.
Was he giving out
I don't know.
Inside information about the government for £2? We'll whistleblow for change kind of thing.
Was he any good?
I don't know. He just said, that's what he said. I'm sorry it's a bit noisy, but I've been busking in the town centre. But I thought, well, there's somebody who's prepared to,
Well, they did tell them a few months ago, if you don't agree with what our stance on Gaza, fuck off out of this.
It was amazing, the
government.
Yeah.
Well, look at how many federal workers have lost their jobs in the US as well.
I don't know.
Well, a lot.
Loads.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It's fucking awful.
It's not right, no.
I don't like it. That fucking Trump, he's a fucking idiot, isn't he? I was watching him on the telly before. Fucking hell, he's an idiot. He is, though, isn't he? What's up with that?
I was watching him in Scotland on
It's mad. It's
on
fucking mad. It's fucking crazy. Honest to God. Fucking Trump is a fucking twat.
Yeah.
If you watch the news today, where he's in a golf buggy and Sky News, they're
He's in
shouting,
Scotland, isn't he?
shouting questions at him, and he's got someone who's obviously translating it from Scottish into English.
Has the ladies' football finished? We're recording this during the ladies' final.
we've
Got ears
about
being
that.
covered. Do we not want to discuss?
Oh, it was 1-1 when I last saw it.
All right, let's not ruin it for anyone. Oh, okay. Shall
Now
we
we feel
announce
guilty
it?
about being here.
Have you been watching it, Alexei? Have you been watching the ladies' Euros?
Yeah. He lied.
Extra time.
Ooh, we're in extra time. It's very nice of that any of you showed up here rather
Well,
than.
that's the last. Oh, let's see the latest. If the penalties are on, we should put it on the screen.
No, not during a podcast. That's okay. Maybe we could. I don't know.
So
Random
then we
cheers.
did.
Yeah, I want to know how it. Lisa, put your phone down. Put your phone down.
Are we back on
We're back
what
on
you
the
did
podcast.
this week?
Yeah, sorry, I digress. Then we're going back into history. Then,
okay.
Then you and Rick and Ben wrote the podcast. Wrote
The Young Ones podcast.
Pilot
Yeah.
of the Young Ones in that late 81, and we shot it in the winter of 81.
And then we went to Australia.
Then we went to Australia. Yeah.
And
Did
so
you pitch it to the BBC before you'd written it? Did you have the concept and they commissioned you? Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
I wonder, for any of the nerds out there, like, what was that process like, just getting it fucking commissioned in the first place?
So we knew one producer who was a guy called Paul Jackson.
You knew one producer.
Who was a guy called Paul Jackson, and he had he'd come to the comic strip and thought it was great and wanted to do something with them, and he'd done a program.
He did two kind of omnibus programs that
Yeah.
they called Boom Boom Out Go the Lights.
Yeah, they were like live comedy.
I always tell the story about when I said, it was the first time I was on television, and I rang my mum the next day and I said, oh yeah, I was on telly last night. She said, yeah. She said, Keith Allen wasn't very good either.
I like the when you were playing
Nice.
Tommy Bolofsky in one of the.
Oh yeah,
in one
that
of
was
the-
Linda's auntie.
This is
yeah.
Linda's aunt. There are lots of stories about Linda's aunt.
Auntie, yes.
And so he played a drunken Scouse relative, and
And
She said, I saw your Alexei on the telly last night. He was drunk. Of course he was. He's playing a drunk, you fucking idiot. Didn't understand the subtleties of
the concept of acting.
televisual medium now.
She went up to the screen in the cinema and tried to turn the volume down.
Is that the same Auntie Linda, or is that another one? Auntie Amy, right. Yeah.
Who's the one with the hat story? So that she went to the cinema with a gentleman caller and.
That's not
Who's that?
That's your mum's friend Doris, isn't it?
It's my mum's factory friend. Yeah, they work in a factory. Yeah, together.
Do you want to tell the story?
So I tell the story. So her friend, she agreed to go out on a date to the cinema with a man who was above her, slightly above her in the social class, a clerk. That's Linda's mum's friend. And they got in the cinema, and they sat down. The lights went down. And he leaned over and he said, "It's under the hat when you're ready." That's just horrified.
Yeah. A horrified silence.
Yeah.
A friend of mine once went to the cinema with someone and he went, "Oh, you go into the row first. I'm left-handed."
Oh,
That
shit.
material's not killing anymore.
Oh.
No, it's
Would
just
have killed in the
horrifying
80s.
everyone.
Everybody's horrified now. Yeah.
Fuck. I didn't think people could behave that way back then.
When I told the story, which I did a long time ago, it was to do with class differences.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you've taken all the lesson out of it.
I think there might be another lesson in it as well.
That's crazy. And what did was it Aunt May?
Amy.
Aunt Amy?
It wasn't Auntie Amy anyway.
No, what was that story? Oh, no, Belofsky originated as Auntie Amy's
You were drunk.
relative, drunk
Alexei-
relative. What?
Do I need to explain it? Alexei played a drunken character on television,
Yeah.
and then Linda's aunt phoned
Said he was
her
drunk.
mother to complain that he'd been drunk on television.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, hilarious. Okay, now keep going. I want to get to how they...
I think Aunt Amy also used to hide Linda's pram as a prank to her mother as well.
You're
didn't she?
telling stories
Fucking
not
hell.
just about me now, about Linda.
Is that
Did
true?
she hide your pram?
She hit me round the corner. So
Oh, you were in the pram?
Yeah.
came out of the co-op, she thought that something had happened. More or less hospitalised. She
Jesus.
used to lock me in a cupboard when I was 2 or 3 and not tell anybody where I was.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Jesus.
It
So Paul made these couple comic strip films.
Yeah. Back to the biography.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get to the young
Okay.
ones getting the
And
stamp of
they
approval.
were very anemic. Everyone had to, censor what they were
Censor
doing.
it, yeah.
It was a sort of pale version of the live experience. So Rick and I thought, what would be something that's meant to be on television?
Right.
And we thought, nature documentary? No, sitcom.
Yeah.
A sitcom is made for television. And he already had the character of Rick, who was an angry poet, who just used to come on and do poems about Vanessa Redgrave.
The theatre.
Yeah. Whenever I carry my spear to the theatre.
You get away with anything in those days, couldn't you, really?
When I think of her tulips, there's something about tulips and tulips, I seem to
I
remember.
must have sat through this.
Anyway,
hundreds of times.
and then Nigel Planer had a version of Neil, who used to come on in a woolly hat and play the guitar and was sad about his girlfriend. So we thought, well, we've got those two characters, and then we just invented characters for the other people in the comic strip, who were Alexei and Peter Richardson, and took it to Paul. And he commissioned a pilot. And Aid, who was Rick's partner.
Yeah, who had, it's a variation.
So there were two
Adrian's
double acts.
Dangerous.
Rick and Aid were a double act called the Dangerous Brothers, or 20th Century Coyote, and they had two characters called the Dangerous Brothers, and then Nigel Planer and Peter Richardson were a double act called the Outer Limits.
That's cool. So rather than just how do we get the comic strip, do it as a film, you're like, let's use the TV format and translate it.
And this was before Dawn and Jennifer had appeared as well. So they were the 5 people who were the comic strip.
Right. Okay. And that's what Paul took to the Beeb.
So he took the idea, and also in those days, producers had a lot more power, so he could pretty much get it commissioned.
Right, he was already...
So he commissioned a script, which we got paid £300 for, and then made the pilot in the freezing. It was like an unusually cold winter, wasn't it?
Yeah, doing the exteriors, which we did in Holloway.
In Canterbury.
Yeah. Holloway.
I can keep saying Canterbury.
It was on Camden Road, the house, where I'd been teaching not a year before. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
So in between the pilot and the rest of the episodes, it moved to Bristol.
Yeah. Okay.
And Vivian's called Vivian because when I was at university in Bristol, I lived in Vivian Terrace, which was spelled like that, V-Y-V-Y-A-N.
And did they watch the pilot before it was broadcast and commission the series?
Who's they?
BBC. I wonder, just the last little bit of technicality.
Yes.
I want to understand. Yeah, so they watched the pilot. They didn't just screen the pilot like they do in America sometimes. They just show a pilot episode. Well, there you go.
They must have given the go-ahead for the show very quickly, didn't they? Because if we shot the pilot in the winter of '81, and then we were in the studio in the
because then they knew that Channel 4 was going to happen.
Yeah.
So it was it came out at the same time as Channel 4, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right, guys, I have a little activity plan for us. If we can take a quick commercial
fighting?
break. Huh?
Are we going to fight?
Yes. it's going to decide whether it's Holloway or Camp. It's once and for all.
I did think of bringing my short staff, and then I thought it might descend into chaos.
That would be good.
So a few weeks ago, you and I, Alexei, were discussing soft drinks. Do you remember? You were drinking Fanta, which you felt bad for not cancelling your subscription.
Yes. Yeah, because it's produced by...
It's a Zionist entity, and we got to boycott that shit. So we started talking about the fucking Gaza colas and the Palestine colas of it all. Well, the fine people at Jaffa sent me some samples of Palestine Cola, and they have 4 different flavors. All right, they've got, and we don't do advertising on the show. We haven't been paid. We've just been sent some samples, and I told them I'd mention it. And anyone who asks a question tonight will get a can of their choosing to take home. But
Can I have a can?
I thought we'll do a taste test of each flavor, basically.
Yeah.
So what do you want to start with? They've got Coke. They've got cola. They've got sugar-free cola. They've got lemon and lime, which is their alternative to Sprite, and they've got orange, which is their alternative to your favourite, Alexei, Fanta.
But it's full. It's full fat, though.
It is not sugar-free, the orange.
Well, I'll try it anyway.
We'll have a taste of it.
I want to taste all of them.
We are going to taste all of them. We're literally just going to have a sip. So let's start with the orange, then. There we are.
What? Do you want to share a can?
Oh, fuck off.
Let's have a taste. All right, this is Palestine Orange, it's called. It's distributed by Jaffa. If you go to jaffa.co.uk or .com, Palestinian company.
Taste notes of liberation. Anti-colonialism.
I approve.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? It's
quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It tastes like Mirinda, like Fanta, like Tango. It's the same taste profile as all of them. Nothing shocking going on in there.
No.
Any other Oh, no!
No, it's nice.
I was trying to think before when I used to do voiceovers if I'd done a drink, but I can't. Baby sham. I didn't. That was just a test, though. That never went out. About baby sham being the
What's baby?
Baby sham was a
drink for
saddest
babies.
fawn in the forest or something, and then. All right. I can't remember what happened with that. I did Wild Bean Cafe at BP Connect. Great food on the go. The Dremel Multi I didn't I? And Toasties, which were a sort of rubberized sock.
These are all voiceover ads.
Yeah, voiceover, yeah.
The only video ad you've done is the New Zealand bikes.
Because I said I would never appear in an advert, but I did. I went to New Zealand, and there's a New Zealand bicycle company called Morrison's, and I did an ad for them called "Hello, John, got a new bicycle." And literally, the company did go bankrupt about a year later.
Fuck.
So that was the only time I did. Because it used to be that sort of. People with a reputation where they'd only do ads abroad, like Laurence Olivier did.
All right, we're going to try the...
Polaroid. Is this the full fat cola?
Full fat cola now. Palestine Cola. I think it's a Danish company or Swedish company. It's produced in Malmö by a Palestinian family.
That's in Sweden. Malmö. That's all right.
Is this going to be one of your accents?
Some great
How's
accent.
your Swedish accent?
That's my Swedish accent. Malmö. I'm from Sweden. I come from Malmö. I've got the Volvo.
I think Skarsgård's always quite a good one. Good.
That's quite plain flavour, really. Do you not find?
Which
very
one
bland.
is
The
this?
cola.
It's very, very fizzy.
Yeah.
Like almost too fizzy.
I don't know because I don't drink cola.
You don't drink cola?
No.
I find it quite bland. Anyone want to try that one?
We should have poured them into glasses so other people could have shared them.
I've left my wine in the dressing room.
Laura wants to try this.
Time to go and get it.
I've got a cola and an orange here.
Handing mine over to our fabulous patron, Laura, back there in the second row. All right, this is sugar-free cola. There you go.
I can't be fucking buzzing now with fucking caffeine.
Don't drink too much.
This is
like
very,
fucking-
very odd.
Delivery.
Odd.
Right?
Doing a taste test
Yeah.
on your
Just
podcast.
worth £17.
Something to do. I've the problem with
it's all right. Yeah.
sugar-free. They often overcompensate and make it too sweet.
No, it's not too sweet. This is the best, I think.
Yeah, this is good.
Also, this has got a nicer can.
Palestine sugar-free cola.
Look,
Drink it if you've got diabetes.
it's got.
Cola de Palestine. Baby. Disfruta.
It says
ingredients.
it's got a tree
Numero
saying
uno.
"Liberty for everyone."
Oh yes, it does. And
And death to the no.
death to the idea.
Death to the side.
Death to the idea. That would be hilarious. All right, last one. Last one. It's the lemon and lime. I've been looking forward to this one. It's nice and green as well. It's the colours you expect to see, isn't it? So, remember when Walker's changed salt and vinegar to green, and then it was like, oh,
No, that's cheese and onion.
okay. It was Holloway. There's the Sprite.
I'm not sure about that.
Tangy, yeah. Is that a bit tart for you, Lexi?
But yeah, it's a bit, yeah.
It's the least, the one that seems least natural.
Yeah, it does feel very artificial.
It's got the least ingredients in it.
Really?
Definitely the shortest ingredients list.
You're the only person with eyes that can read this amongst us.
Water, sugar, carbon dioxide,
I can barely
acid,
even see words.
flavouring. That's it. Citric acid and flavouring. The others had a much longer, like twice as long list of ingredients. You see that there? Compared to that there. And where's the orange one? Look at the orange one. Look at that fucking essay. Absolute essay on the orange one.
Would anyone like some drinks? Because otherwise it's going to look really bad.
Well, it's mostly water, though. It's 90% water.
It's going to look really bad where?
I thought you were filming it.
No. That's all right.
What
Fuck
did you
these
say?
people.
We are filming
it. We are filming it. So we'll try
Yeah, we only the people on Patreon.
up.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I enjoyed the young ones' commentaries. Nigel, you're going to do some more, please?
Oh, we only released one
What
of those.
now?
Oh, yeah.
So fucking hell, like
Did
2
we-
years ago, we released
Didn't we
the
have-
young ones watching the young ones, and it was you, two, and Nigel watching.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm feeling quite bilious now.
Watching the young ones round at your house, Lisa, and your dog was there too.
This could go horribly wrong as we were stuck.
It's very busy.
Revolutionary duty to drink all this busy shit.
We released episode 1. I tell you what, Laura, that's not their fault. It's my fault. There's actually a second episode in the bank. I've just
thought we had, like,
busy /
Wasn't there a
lazy.
copyright problem?
Wasn't there a copyright problem?
The copyright problem is, so like, because YouTube, yeah, they flag shit, but you have to make it like really small on the screen, or you have to some way alter the image. I got around that.
Oh, did you?
Oh no, I
didn't
know
know
the
that.
copyright issue is solved. No, because it's only on the Patreon, so it has nothing to do with YouTube.
So it's
There's no
literally just
copyright.
you haven't bothered to edit it.
Correct. Yeah. There is a
Okay, so there
second
might be
one.
more.
If I released the second one and it had a great reception, would you guys record some more?
Sure.
Do some more episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, we were supposed to be going on tour, weren't we? Next
Yeah,
year.
but that fell through.
Yeah.
No.
But we did a show.
All we have is our past, really, just to endlessly mine.
We did a show.
No present
we
or
did
future,
Glastonbury
so-
last year.
Yeah, but just
And that was
talking
fun.
about our past, just endlessly,
Yeah,
endlessly
endlessly.
beating into the past.
But
like
not
ghosts
only
against
talking
the
about
wind.
it, trying to remember it.
And arguing over
Yeah.
details. It wasn't wine, it was 6 cans of Sainsbury's beer.
And Nigel has his entirely different version
Yeah.
as well of reality.
Well, probably everyone does.
Yeah.
I haven't read Ben's autobiography yet.
No.
When I say yet,
Be hard to read it through
It hasn't
the.
been a
charred
particular
edges.
success, has it?
I don't know.
I don't think it has.
let's say no if that makes you feel
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
No,
Okay, well, can you tell us what's your favourite of these? before we fully move on of the Palestine Cola drinks selection?
I would go Diet Coke, orange, Fat Coke, lemon and lime.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't know. I like the cola was all right. Yeah, I feel like I've been sort of poisoned really, but I feel like
You're not much of a soft
I
drink.
feel like I've drunk the contents of a deep fat fryer or something. So
Palestine
it's
Cola.
terrible, the anti-revolutionary.
It's not very cold and it's very fizzy, so that's the problem.
And we're on stage doing the podcast, so we got no real objectivity.
Better than I expected. I agree with your list. Apart, I'd put orange first. I was very pleasantly surprised by the orange. Thank you, Palestine Cola, for sharing those with us. Go on, that's
and
it.
since you asked a question, would you like to come and get a drink?
Oh, Laura, yeah. What flavour would you like to take home? You want lime and lemon? Hello, dear listener. It's Talal here with a quick interjection. While we're on the subject of the Palestine drinks, I just wanted to let you know, I should have said this on stage, basically. The main reason why it's a good thing to try these drinks is because all of the profits, every penny apparently, goes to the Safad Foundation, which is a Sweden-based charity helping out the people of Palestine. They focus on education, healthcare, and sustainability. I'm reading the website here. They enhance access to quality education for all. They improve healthcare access and services. And they promote sustainable practices for environmental conservation, creating a greener and healthier planet. So they run schools and hospitals and help fund them out in Palestine. So it's a good cause, and we did enjoy the drinks. My fridge is full of them now, and I'm enjoying tasting them. So thank you to Palestine Cola and Palestine Drinks, and especially Yaffa, who are the UK distributor of the drink. So if you go to Yaffa, YAFFA, yaffa.co.uk, you can order Palestine Cola, Palestine Lemon Lime, Orange, and sugar-free cola. You can order an individual can for 99p. You can get packs of 6 or a case of 24, a case of 12 as well. Stock up your fridge with these instead of like running to the corner shop and grabbing a Coke, Pepsi, all that kind of things that are very much on the boycott list. We can do our bit and stop sending our money to big American conglomerates who fund settlements in Israel, illegal settlements, and are tied in with horrible, nasty people and billionaires who are doing bad things in this world. We affect their pockets. That makes them think twice about their actions. So, you can get Palestine Cola. There's also Gaza Cola. There's all sorts of alternatives out there. Ages ago, some of you know, I had a soda stream, and regrettably, but I've ditched that. There's a company called CO2U, which is a small independent English company that do the same thing as SodaStream. And in fact, if you get their bottles, you can fit it into your old SodaStream machine. So you can stop sending money to SodaStream, who have their factories on illegal, occupied Palestine land. And, the point I'm making with that, you buy that and then you can, if you make your own soda at home, soda water, you can buy syrups, which you mix in with the water. And I'm telling you, I make my own colas and ginger beers and stuff at home using these little syrups you can buy, also from independent companies. And they taste just as good. Make your own factory in your own living room. Take ownership of the means of production, people. Right, anything else? Yeah, quick apology as well for the, we are at the behest of the Museum of Comedy. Bless them, we love them. But the sound, I know that I'm a lot louder than Lisa and Alexei, who are the stars of the show in this particular episode. And there's not much I can do about it because we're all on one audio track. And I'm closer to the mic than them. I thought I would get separate audio tracks so I could balance out the volume. But turns out I'm just louder than them too. So hope that wasn't a problem for you guys at home. All right, let's get back to the show, shall we? Bye. So, what happened next in the saga?
Which
About
particular
the young
saga?
ones. Yeah. We did the.
Well, we went to Australia.
We went to Australia.
And Rick and I were locked in our room while you were all off having fun, swimming with a topless dance company, Pina Bausch.
Pina Bausch dance
Or
company,
naked, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a fantastic dance company
Tanztheater of Wuppertal
called the Pina Bausch, and they were staying at the same hotel as us, and the dancers were all very beautiful, and they used to sunbathe naked or topless and walk around the pool next to us. So it was very.
But then they did a dance about us, didn't they? Didn't they invite? Dawn and Jennifer got very friendly with them, and I think they improvised a dance about us, about the comic strip. I seem to remember. But there was also, this is my main memory, there was a jazz pianist called Keith Jarrett there, who died a year or two back. And he had this thing, I'd never seen a club sandwich before. And he had this amazing thing that he ordered by the poolside that was it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It was like chicken and then bacon and then salad.
And then an extra piece of
Piece of
bread.
bread in the middle.
There was more than
Yeah.
one piece of fucking bread.
It's a posh
it was
Big
actually
Mac.
3 pieces of bread.
Yeah.
I think they may even have been toasted, and there was
Yeah.
it was so substantial that I had to go a stick go through it.
Skewered,
To hold it all together.
Yeah.
And I
Fucking
think
love
he
that
saw
shit.
I don't know whether it was just me, because I think it was everybody. But he said, I can remember him very clearly saying, because we were in the pool and he was eating his club sandwich by the side. He said, you guys can have this if you want. And he gave us his club sandwich. I think because I'd been looking with such yearning at this, and I was down there in the pool looking at this thing. And Keith Jarrett gave me his club sandwich, yeah.
That's your main memory of Australia.
That's my only memory of Keith Jarrett.
I think I've only ever seen the club sandwich poolside in a hotel.
Yeah,
Or
it's fucking amazing.
it is
I mean,
fucking
such
good.
things. Yeah, one is reminded of Miranda's words in The Tempest.
Oh, Brave New World.
Brave New World, yes. That has such things in it.
It's a good fucking
That's
sandwich.
what one is reminded of. I think it was amazing. Okay,
We had a picnic at Hanging Rock.
We did, yeah. Oh, that was really, because they had this company, it couldn't be legal now, they had this company called Rent-A-Wreck. Do you remember? And we rented these big, Australian cars, but American style, gigantic Australian Ford Fairmonts. And I think the only one who could drive was Dawn. Do you remember? She was behind the wheel of this fucking smoking wreck. Do you remember that?
And then they actually Dawn and Jennifer got lost.
We did, and we lost them, yeah.
So it was, yeah.
And then they came back.
Jesus. Make my beer into a shandy.
We
can I have some of it,
we
though,
hung
if you
out with the Teardrop Explodes.
Yeah. Yeah?
They
And there was one of them who he didn't have a name anymore, didn't he? He was just a drawing. And
there was one
so nobody knew what to call him. And that's what
before Prince became Squidward.
yeah, he was just a drawing.
Oh, yeah. The artist formerly known as Prince is what you would meant to call him at that point.
Yeah.
But this was whoever, and then there was Troy,
Yeah.
Someone else.
and they were starving.
Yeah.
They had all the drugs and groupies they could want, but they didn't have any food because they were kept on a very short lead.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take your beer.
It's a good shandy. Any questions from the audience, please?
We should go.
Anyone?
Yeah,
Front
thank
row?
you, yeah.
Front row. We do a hands up system here. I know Laura shouted out earlier. I'll come to you later, sir. Yes.
Well, in the mid-90s, I came across a book about you lot called, I'm just curious what you thought of it, called Did You Kill My Mother-in-Law?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I was all right. Roger Wilmot was the guy who wrote it. I liked it because he used it, because it's taken from my film, Didn't You Kill My Brother? So it was, so it gave me, you know, I think it was it was interesting really because that was the first book that's looked at what we were doing in a kind of academic way. I think there's a lot of that now, but you know, and there's these. I'm doing the thing with the comic strip up in Edinburgh, and there was this tour we were going to do which fell through. But we have done young ones. You know, people are interested in. I suppose interested in popular culture and the kind of that was the start of that academic exegesis of like stand-up comedy, which it's the modern world anyway. So essentially I liked it really, but you can see where I always think like in the like comedy was completely ignored. Like there was always newspapers like Melody Maker or Record Mirror or something. There was never like Comedy Maker. There was never like a newspaper. Eric Morecambe splits from Ernie Wise. There's never.
When the young ones came out, it wasn't reviewed anywhere.
No.
Literally, they just weren't.
People weren't.
It wasn't a thing that people would review comedy, and I think there was a points of view where
Laurie McMenemy.
Yeah,
Like it was an ex-guardsman who was the manager of Sunderland Football Club, and he said the comedy was very hurtful.
Yeah.
He said very hurtful.
There was a joke about the Pope he didn't like, I think.
But it was so. It was extraordinary. The viewing figures, obviously, that we would get 5 or 6 million. Massive viewing figures, but nobody kind of analysed it in a way that that everything is kind of analysed now. In some senses, I think as a performer, it's gratifying to have your work kind of analysed in minute detail. But I think something is also lost by not allowing things to just develop naturally, but by young comedians being kind of glommed on right away by critics and obviously by the internet now, which I think creates a kind of a very difficult. I think it must be very difficult now to come up as a comedian because you're always being commented on.
And there's so much of it and so many outlets. As I was saying, Channel 4 started at the same time, but there were still only 4 channels, and the TV finished at midnight, and everyone more or less watched the same thing. So.
Yeah. Another thing, like YouTube, another thing was that, I think inevitably as a performer that you do stuff that is kind of, that you've stolen from like other performers, like the Python. Python's a tremendous influence on me in the early days. But you couldn't go and look at it, so you couldn't tell how much, to what degree you were kind of stealing from, people in the past, because you had to guess at it really. And I think now by having everything available, I think that must make it very difficult.
You could properly rip things off now.
But also it must kind of inhibit you, I think. Really. I'm feeling terrible. The cola's really burning my
Do you want some water?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh no. Palestine Cola.
That's only
Is it really Palestine Cola?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! Is it secretly undercover Mossad Cola?
Could be, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I've spoken to them. They're good people.
So yeah, I like that book essentially, but it was the start of something more complicated.
Yeah, I bloody studied. I wrote my dissertation on comedy, on Hollywood comedy, and I guess that was unheard of back then, that you would study it.
Yeah,
and
no, it was.
And it always used to be, that somehow dramatic acting was considered a notch above comic acting.
Of course,
and,
yes.
Still is a bit, really.
Yes.
Yeah. People, the reviews used to say about things, of course it's funny, but, being funny is the hardest thing. You have to obey all the other rules of drama and then add in this extra thing, really,
What flavour do you want?
Go for the orange, I like that.
All right, your question, please.
What other terrible films have you been in?
Oh, you've been fun. Have you come? Did you come? Like, have you been following this on the? You've been following my. Yeah. Okay.
I got a message actually, conversely, saying, "Okay, we keep hearing about all his shit films, but can Alexei give us his top 3 favourite films he's been in as well?" So I got a message asking about that.
I think there's. I'd
Gorky
rather
Park.
much rather talk about the shit films.
Yeah.
Than the.
What-
Did we do Siesta? Because you came to see us on Siesta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came to visit you when you were making siesta
Yeah.
and got molested in the lift.
Got me as one of the producers.
No,
Um,
fuck's sake. Sorry.
Where did I get up
By
to in the
producer.
bad films? Did we do
Yes, there was
The Bride,
Bride,
Reckless Eric,
Carry On.
Calais and Columbus,
Solar Babies.
Solar Babies? Did we do that?
Yeah.
Oh God, so
You did one of the Indiana Jones films.
yeah, but that was good.
Gorky Park, which
Gorky
was
Park
good.
was good. Yeah. Now I'm trying to think of what. I do find the bad ones much more interesting. Oh, all right. Yeah. There's a woman called Cornelia Funk, who is the German J.K. Rowling, except not a shitbag. And
Oh.
no, I thought I'd get a bigger laugh on that.
right.
And
Controversial.
When you said German J.K. Rowling, I thought you meant, the German leading turf. That's what I thought you meant.
And there's a film called The Thief Lord, in which I play a character called Barbarossa. It was made in Luxembourg, and it's terrible, but it does have in it who's this? It has several leading young actors who are now leading. Who was one in 1917? George Mackay. George Mackay was in it as a young boy, and
right.
I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is in it as well. So it's got a really interesting, but it's a terrible. Actually, I've got no funny stories.
You
about
did-
that.
You got really excited about
Yeah.
that.
What about the pilot?
About the dummy they made.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that was in. That's not terrible though.
That was Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights. I did a Hallmark TV. They did it, and
Yeah,
I played Back, the Sultan's
We've discussed
favorite.
this.
Who was? Well, I can't do it again for the people in the.
Well,
fucking
the episode
audience.
was
It
called
doesn't
Little
matter.
Rubber Alexei.
Oh, all right,
that we
well.
did it on it. But
Well, I'll tell the people in the anyway.
Go
it's
on,
new
go
to
on,
them.
go on. You played Back.
Yeah. So I played Back, who was a dwarf, and so they had to make and most of it I was dead. So I just did a bit when I choked, and then they replaced me with this little rubber Alexei that was carried around for the rest of the episode, and I showed my mum a photo of me and little rubber Alexei, and she couldn't tell the difference. She said,
great.
"Which one's you?" That's obviously that fucking 3 foot high
great.
rubber. Oh, shut up.
And I was in that too. I did ADR
You
on
did
that. I was
yeah.
voice of several kids in that
Yeah.
film.
So was
Yeah.
that quite recent?
No, that was in,
like
it was in
99,
early 2000. Yeah,
2000.
it's 2000, yeah.
It's not
It was directed
So
by
you didn't
Steve
know
Barron.
each other then?
No,
we
you
did.
knew my dad. Yeah.
Yeah. It was directed by Steve Barron.
Oh,
who
yeah.
did the
I know
Vienna.
Steve Barron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've known
I
Alexei
should put
since I was a
more
baby.
work in on the terrible films because there are other ones.
What about the
and we should
pilot
do
of
it.
Golden Palace?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'll get your IMDb.
Um,
We haven't got long.
What about...
but I should do a different terrible film every week, and I should put more work.
I should just
into-
get your IMDb out, and we'll work our way
Sloppy.
up through your
Yeah.
fucking IMDb once a week. What do you think of that? How many things are on your?
Or just terrible film stories? Terrible
My
stories from
God,
good films.
this is TV and film, but you've got 80 credits on IMDb.
Well, think of all the comic strip films.
And nearly all of them are bad. I mean, genuinely, nearly all of them are shit. But I mean,
The
obviously,
Love
come on.
Child, the year I was born, The Love
I don't know what
Child.
that was about. I can't remember doing that.
You had a long phase where you were either playing Arabs or Russians, didn't you?
Yeah, we've been into the cruelty of that.
Right, we had another question at the back there, please, and then that might be all we have time for.
Really, blimey?
I believe so, yes, please.
Lisa's sister.
Oh, really? Hello.
It's my sister Catherine.
Yeah, it was about our dad, because you were talking about him, and I suddenly remembered, well, I was thinking, first of all, him being the father of the young ones, but second of all, that thing that he said about when he was being interviewed about comedy, just something that's made me laugh about Stephen Fry.
No, you can't say that.
Please, can we say it?
Yeah, we can say it.
It's,
He slagged us. He slagged me off, so I don't see why we can't. Well, you tell the story then.
Maybe
Heather.
it's not the same story. The one I know is when I was doing...
I was the first time I was really nervous meeting Lisa's dad for some reason. He's very tall and very kind of New England. He used to drive a Mini, didn't he? He was like...
Yeah.
And I kept calling them. I said we went somewhere. I think we went to like the backyard. And I was going, "Hey, Lisa's dad's going to go for a drink with Lisa's dad." And he said, "I'm not Lisa's dad. I'm David." Oh, that's what his name was.
Right, I think that's all we got time for,
Really?
folks. Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. Oh, well, they're upset. Do one more.
Well, they
Go on,
should
do
have
one
laughed more to begin with.
Anyway, have we got one more question in the audience? Jonathan, yes, please.
Yes, I want to ask Lisa about the American Young Ones pilot.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Well, interestingly, Alexei's agent's business partner is the person that commissioned it, I discovered recently.
Oh, the DLT.
Oh,
was it
wow.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
I can't remember.
Okay, cut that bit out. We thought this was the beginning of untold riches because they decided to buy the format rights and make a US pilot.
It's the dream, isn't it? Never works, though, does it?
Then they decided that the character of Rick was extraneous. Cut that character.
What?
And they hired Nigel to come and play
Nigel was the
Neil.
only one, yeah.
So he was the only one, and it was called something like "Oh no, they're here." Or
It
something
was called "Oh No, Not Them Again."
and I've never seen it, but it didn't go beyond the pilot.
Jeez.
I'd love to see it, and actually, whatever Michelle's partner.
Yeah.
Which American would play you, Alexei? Do you think?
Now, or
Then or now?
Zach Galifianakis.
guys, that kind of thing. Yeah, or Bobcat, go for it.
Bobcat.
And actually, if you come back next week, then what will I'll tell the.
We're back on the 17th of
17th,
August,
I'll tell-
actually. We're
Don't
back
come back
here.
I'll
next
tell
week.
the story about the catastrophic pilot I made, written by John Sullivan, who did Only Fools and Horses. Yeah.
Wow.
I need to say something about the auction.
Oh, yes, please. And before you do, and we'll finish the show, please, listeners at home, support us on the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/alexeisaylepodcast. That's patreon.com/alexeisaylepodcast. Help keep the wheels turning, keep this project we're doing going. Every little subscription helps, and it means a great deal. And the patrons who are here in the room, thank you very much for doing so. While we're plugging things, yes, Alexei took part in the Voices of Solidarity last weekend, and they were running some auctions.
Yeah, so this is
And
this was a benefit in aid of health workers for Palestine,
Yeah.
which is was co-founded by a group of doctors in 2023 and is now in 70 cities, and it's basically raising money for healthcare in Palestine. And
this
there's a
auction finishes on the 3rd, which
Yeah.
is the day after this podcast comes out. So if you're
but
listening...
it's sort of one-off experiences, like having
Having a pint with Alexei, which I think has been bid on. hasn't
it
it?
is being bid on, but maybe we can get more.
I'm sort of tempted now to actually do some more bad movies just so I have something to talk about.
There's,
I feel like that part of my life isn't over yet.
Can I just talk some more about this
Oh, yes,
auction?
sorry,
There's sort of memorabilia like like Safi's mug from Absolutely Fabulous and the signed scripts. There's an original drawing by Alan Rickman. There are theatre tickets, concert tickets. You can be a model for Aries, the clothes company, and get an outfit. You can buy Bill Nye's hat, which is a very nice hat, or Kate Blanchett's suit. You can buy. There's all kinds of comedy tickets. You can get Stuart Lee tickets. You can get Paul Whitehouse to do a personalised message. You can have tea with Jeremy Corbyn on his allotment.
Anybody?
Oh, fucking...
Anybody can do that.
Gary Lineker's...
6 of you can go and have tea with Jeremy Corbyn on his allotment, but he'll be late.
Gary Lineker's old football
Signed
costume,
football
uniform.
shirt from Euro 92.
Damn, that's a
Alcaraz
big
signed
one.
tennis ball. It's got some really nice things.
If I can just
So could you get
click here.
bidaid.com
Is that simple?
/auction? You've just lost
I've
it
just
now.
lost everything.
I think it's /auction /Palestine.
Bidaid.com. Bidaid.com /auction /Palestine. Or just go to bidaid.com and look for Palestine.
Or look
on
up
there.
Voices of Solidarity on Instagram, and then you'll be taken to the various links. And anyway, there's all kinds of stuff. There's a signed Young Ones book.
Is that? I'm not in that, so fuck you.
Yeah, but you got to sign it.
That's like that's like an alternative universe thing, isn't it? It's like
No, sign it and then Alexei.
I wouldn't be in it because I was.
Why don't you write a page at the end of it on one of the blank pages?
Yeah.
You like cuss all the other cast members, like just
Yeah,
insult them all on the
I'll
last.
give a testament to why I wasn't in it.
Yeah.
But I just say, one of the things I've never understood is when you look up a famous person on Wikipedia, it always has their signature at the bottom.
Is it?
Isn't that?
Mine?
Yeah, well, or look up,
think you're looking on
Obama
the
or
dark
someone.
web.
It'll.
Yeah, I can confirm. It's bidaid.com /auction /Palestine. That is all we have time. There is another show in here after
Oh, I
us.
didn't know that.
So, Alexei, say your catchphrase, please. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone. Hit the music, Jimmy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You've been listening to the Alexei podcast. This show is produced and edited by Talal Karkuti. Music by Tarbush Records. Thanks to Audio Boom for hosting us. Please keep your emails coming in at alexeisaylepodcast@gmail.com. Goodbye.